Welcome to Same Spit, Different Face TV. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast, and it's free. So don't forget to spit on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification. Now, Spit Squad, YNW MELLY, his judge basically spoke up and said he has to be released. If they don't reply, they meaning the prosecutor, they have to December 6th to reply. And what are they replying to? It's basically being said that he's living in inhumane jail conditions. Now, why is this important? It's important because he'll be able to be out while the trial is over. The one going before the trial starts, my bad. What y'all have to understand is that this does not mean that the trial will be acquitted. This does not mean that he will be getting out. This just means that he'll be able to be out on some type of bond, maybe even ankle monitor, while he deal with this situation. Now, the real reason I think this happened, if y'all don't know, Atlanta, basically Rice Jail, they had like an independent investigation into what things were going on in the jail, and they found so many codes and violations. They found cells that were flooded with feces. They found certain parts of the jail where the lights didn't work. They found certain parts of the jail where the doors wouldn't lock. Like, you know, inmates are supposed to be under lock and key at night, but some of these decks and cell pods, basically the inmates were able to walk in and out of the jail anytime in and out of the cell, not the jail, in and out of the cell anytime they wanted to, which is a safety risk to everybody and stuff like that, right? So a lot of times when these judges be hearing like these people saying, oh, these are inhumane conditions, this is going on, that's going on, a lot of time the judges just think that these are things that people are saying just to try to get out of what they into, just to try to get out of jail. But when the documentation like that come out and then you hear other people speak about it, the judge is supposed to be non-biased to the situation. But the reason why I don't think YNW Melly will get out is because now, since this has been brought to the DA's attention, they have a chance to correct it. And once they correct it, once they come back to court, it will be called a moot point. Google what moot mean, right? So basically what they'll end up saying is, oh, judge, we ended up moving him to a new cell, or oh, judge, here are some pictures, here's the evidence of the new cell that we put him in. This is how he's living now. It's standard, it's up to code, he has this amount of sheets, blank, blank, all that type of stuff, because they definitely want to keep him in jail. What are some of the reasons they want to keep him in jail? I think one of the biggest ones they believe is witness tampering. If he's able to get out of jail, they believe, not me, they believe that he'll be in a situation where he can probably press people, he can probably charge people to, sway their testimony, or he can just pay people to go away. And most importantly, probably they feel like he could probably hurt people if he's on the street. If he's being accused of a double homicide of two of his friends, they definitely believe that he can hurt people if he's allowed to get out of jail. Now, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, they didn't have enough evidence to find him guilty, and that's why, he's walking from this case. First, I will say they did kind of fumble the case because they didn't dot their T's and cross their I's like they thought they really did. When you come against somebody who has $1 million at their disposal, or they have a bunch of friends who have millions of dollars, or they have public influence where the public is going to scrutinize and look at everything to try to make sure that they get the most fair trial as possible, they let some things go that they should have did better investigating on. But the real part to why he got off was that the jury pool was tainted. It was a girl who was inside of the jury pool who said, she liked YNW Melly music, and she also said that, they be lying, the police be lying on black men all the time, etc., etc. And then she ended up getting two other juries to change from guilty to non-guilty. So really it would have been, I think it would have, how many? It's 12 juries. So it would have been an 11-1 guilty and not guilty. But she just threw that out there just to throw that out there. So the prosecutors definitely feel like, and one thing is, if the prosecutors felt like they wouldn't have won this case, they wouldn't have even tried to retry the case. They would have just let him loose and maybe would have tried to turn it over to the feds, or they would have just started following him for the rest of his life, waiting on him to jaywalk or do anything. The same way we saw O.J. Simpson when he was found not guilty of the Nicole Brown murder. He got into a situation where he ended up taking some of his memorabilia back, and they gave him the max time. So we know what that was about. But I just wanted to give y'all that little update about the YNW Melly case. Him coming home does not mean that he will be found guilty. It just means that the judge would let him out of jail until he was able to start trial because of the inhumane conditions in jail. I need y'all to hit that subscribe button and the like button and drop a comment below. Check out my original Chicago hood movie in the end screen, No Time to Play Fair.